Are you looking for the best soundbars for dialogue? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best soundbars on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Samsung HWQ990F. The best soundbar for dialogue we've tested is the Samsung HWQ990F. This premium 1.1.4 soundbar is a versatile pick ideal for listening to all sorts of content with dialogue, from movies to TV shows. With a discrete center channel designed to improve vocal reproduction, you can easily follow along with the conversation on screen. It also supports immersive audio formats like Dolby Digital and Dolby Atmos, both of which are commonly found on both streaming platforms and Blu-rays, providing an all-around sound that makes it feel like you've been dropped right in the middle of the action. It's a little much if you just listen to dialogue-centric content like sitcoms, but if you want a bar that can do it all, it's worth a look. The Samsung HWQ990F stands out from other brands' entries thanks to all its sound customization and enhancement features. You can enhance the dialogue in the mix or use the bar's graphic EQ to customize the output manually. That said, you can occasionally find the previous version of the brand's flagship, the Samsung HWQ990D, for sale at lower prices, and they perform almost identically, though the updated HWQ990F subwoofer doesn't rattle like the HWQ990D's does in bass-heavy sequences. At number 2. Samsung HWQ930D. Looking for a more affordable alternative? Check out the Samsung HWQ930D. This soundbar is another great choice for movies and TV shows, thanks to its clear and accurate dialogue reproduction. While this bar has 2 fewer surround channels than the Samsung HWQ990F, it still includes a discrete center channel to improve vocal quality in the mix. Many of the same sound enhancement features are on hand, including night mode to even out the volume between programs and voice enhance to enhance voices and dialogue. Plus, it has a 7-band graphic EQ if you need to cut or boost frequencies. Much like its more premium cousin, this soundbar shines when it comes to multi-channel content like Dolby Digital and Dolby Atmos, both of which are common on streaming platforms and Blu-rays alike. There's even support for other formats like DTS-X. 2 discrete satellite speakers bring sound effects into the space around your living room for a clear and real sound. Its sub also reproduces a deep rumbling bass for those more intense scenes. The result is a cinematic experience right in the comfort of your home. However, this bar doesn't get quite as loud as the Q990F, and there's more compression when you push it to max volume. Still, for the price, it's worth a look. At number 3. Samsung HWQ800F. Looking for a soundbar with great dialogue performance that's more affordable? Enter the Samsung HWQ800F, an excellent pick for dialogue-heavy movies and TV shows. While this soundbar is more stripped back with a 5.1.2 configuration compared to the step-up Samsung HWQ930D's 9.1.4, when it comes to clear speech, you won't miss those extra channels, but if you watch a lot of 5.1 movies, you'll notice it's a bit less expansive. If you'd like to trade phantom surrounds for discrete satellites at this price point, consider the TCL Q85H. The TCL has fewer sound enhancement features, no sub or height level adjustments, than the Samsung HWQ800F, but you'll appreciate discrete sound sources for content mixed for a higher channel count. The Samsung HWQ800F's discrete center channel ensures that you'll hear clear dialogue, while tools such as night mode and voice enhance compress and boost the frequencies when you don't want to disturb the neighbors with poorly mixed audio. Given that this soundbar includes HDMI pass-through support, you can use it as a hub in your home theater, and its low latency across common formats such as Dolby Atmos and Dolby Digital means you likely won't need to fuss with audio sync features. Adding to its flexibility, the soundbar supports a variety of wireless audio connections like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and Chromecast, so you can easily put on a podcast, too. At number 4. Hisense AX5125H. Shopping on a budget? The best soundbar for vocal clarity is the Hisense AX5125H. This affordable soundbar may lack the Samsung HWQ800F's room correction feature and graphic EQ, but you still get a clear-sounding center channel for easily intelligible dialogue. Plus, you can use the Hisense's remote to access dialogue mode, EQ presets, and bass and treble adjustments, so you're not stuck with one sound profile without the app. At this price point, it offers plenty of appealing features reserved for more costly soundbars, including surrounds and up-firing drivers, for a more immersive and complete experience. In addition, it sports a remarkable selection of formats spanning Dolby Atmos, Dolby Digital, DTS, and more via its eARC and HDMI in ports, lending flexible connectivity for your home theater. If you're looking to cut costs even further, the TCL-S55H is one of the cheapest soundbars you can find. Unlike the Hisense, it lacks surrounds and a dedicated center channel, but it offers a good stereo frequency response for balanced audio suitable for reproducing speech and a voice enhancement mode. Although fairly basic in functionality with unimpressive surround performance that's down-mixed, it's not a bad choice as a budget 2.1 bar, considering it also supports many audio formats, though it's not as impressive as the 5.1.2 Hisense setup. At number 5. Sonos Arc Ultra. If you're tight on space and want the best standalone soundbar for dialogue, consider the Sonos Arc Ultra. While it may not have the same immersive quality that satellites and an outboard subwoofer can provide, like the Samsung HWQ990F, it still reproduces a remarkably wide soundstage for an all-in-one design. Using the room calibration tool TruePlay, the soundbar optimizes its tuning to suit your room's acoustics. By default, dialogue is conveyed via a balanced and clear center channel with a good amount of weight and articulation. For shows that need an extra adjustment or boost, you can use the voice enhancement tool, which has 3 strengths, to help with busy mixes, alongside a bass and treble slider. The Sonos also supports most of the popular audio formats, such as Dolby Atmos, Dolby Digital, and DTS, so you're sure to get the most out of your favorite streaming platforms and Blu-ray collection. You can also build on the soundbar if you move your setup to a larger space and choose to add a subwoofer or satellites, thanks to its compatibility with other Sonos products. If you want to use your soundbar as a device hub, though, the Sonos lacks that capability. For HDMI and support, you can check out the Sony Bravia Theater Bar 9 instead, which also does a solid job with dialogue, but its soundstage isn't as wide or immersive sounding. At number 6. Sonos Beam, Gen 2. If you want a standalone soundbar but want something smaller, check out the Sonos Beam, Gen 2. It has a 5.0 setup that is less than 26 inches wide, with a sleek design that blends in easily with your existing home decor. Despite its small size, it's a great choice for listening to dialogue-centric content, as voices are clearly and accurately reproduced right out of the box. Like the Sonos Arc Ultra, there's even a room correction feature on hand to optimize the audio reproduction based on your room's unique acoustics. However, the Beam, Gen 2, compresses more at max volume and can't get quite as loud as the larger Arc Ultra. On the upside, you can take advantage of the dialogue enhancement tool to make voices clearer and crisper in the mix, and it takes up less space in the room. This soundbar is also a great choice for watching movies. Dialogue is easy to follow, and its wide and immersive soundstage stretches other sound effects into the space around you for a cinematic feel. Compared to the original Sonos Beam, this bar adds Dolby Atmos support, so you can watch the most premium audio formats with ease, and you can also add a separate sub and satellites as the Sonos Beam, Gen 2, with Sub Mini plus 1 SL speakers for improved performance. Still, for such a small bar, it packs a punch.